This tip was taken from a longer project called Pivot or Lookup, how to choose between the best Excel tools. If you want to check out the full tutorial, check the link right there.
It's difficult to get rid of that when you're in the pivot table. I could Control F for each instance of 2 and then go find them in the raw data. Or we're going to go with our first selection here where lookup functions beat out the pivot table, which is, in this case, using COUNTIFS to remove duplicates in a data set. So I'm going to make a column here in my data called instances, and I'm going to use a function here called COUNTIFS. COUNTIFS is part of the ifs family of functions. It's really doing what a pivot table would do. Remember how in our pivot table we were counting, if you look in the field list, the count of player/team by all the criteria we set? COUNTIFS will do the same thing, but it'll put the answer in the cell. And because this cell is within our range, we'll be able to filter on it very easily. So we're going to build a COUNTIFS function here. So you do COUNTIFS, open parentheses. Before I gloss past it, don't use COUNTIF. That would be the same for all the other functions. SUMIFS is better than SUMIF, because with the ifs, you can do one criteria or multiple. You don't lose anything by doing so. So I'm going to do COUNTIFS. I'm looking for every instance of Green Bay, for example, week 1, 2021. And then for row 2, I want that to be the number of instances of Jacksonville, week 1, 2021. The way you do that is you do each column as a criteria range. So the first one here is year. And then I set my criteria for this counter, which is the year that's already here. For criteria range 2, I'm going to column B, which is week, and look for week 1. And criteria range 3 is player/team name, and go for Green Bay. It is, again, going to look for any instance that is a hit on all 3 of these. It's not going to look for a hit of or, it's going to hit for and. All of them have to be true. So I hit enter, close parentheses, and hit enter if you'd like to be a completionist in your function typing. And there's one instance of 2021, week 1, Green Bay. If I double click this cell here or drag this formula to the bottom of the table, which takes a second, see the calculating down at the bottom, you can see our instances of 2, and I can actually filter that here. I'm going to turn our auto filter off and on, and Excel will take these filters off and now add them to this new column we've created. I can filter here to go for the 2s.
Again, this tip was taken from a longer project called Pivot versus Lookup, how to choose between the best Excel tools. Subscribe to Excel Smart if you want to get better at Excel Smart.